everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and you're tuned in to Madden 18 on EA Sports.
Ahead, we'll see two of the best in terms of patrolling the middle of the field. It's all-pro linebackers Sean Lee and Bobby Wagner.
Larry, overcast skies, but knock on wood, no rain on the radar to speak of right now as we welcome you to CenturyLink Field here in Seattle. These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with the Dallas Cowboys. They'll need to get the play off quickly. On 1st and 10, Prescott. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety Cam Chancellor. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Brandon, when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach and talked about how they wanted to begin this game offensively, they talked about their script, didn't they? 10 to 15 plays, the first 10 to 15 they had on their script. Nowhere on the script was there throwing an interception, I have to believe.
And a great spot to start this drive from here. After the interception, here's Wilson. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jalen Smith coming in hard on the blitz. He gets him down for a loss of 4. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. On 2nd down, Wilson looking for Baldwin, intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And look out, I think he's going to go. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Now, that play was doomed right from the start.
They just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line. Call it an 8-yard pickup, and it'll be 3rd down.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped. But I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
So 1 yard to go here on 3rd down. Following the penalty, it's Rawls. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
How about the fellas with the... Stars on the side of their helmets rising up on defense. We always hear about the Cowboys' rushing offense. Their rush defense is pretty good as well, I think, because they're so cohesive. Defensive line, linebackers really work well together.
Now, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll run for it. Rawls. And this winds up a disaster, nowhere near the marker. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Second down, Prescott. And on the left side, he's got Witten. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Now 3rd down, less than a yard. Williams, the man in motion left. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal. Fresh set of downs here. And they'll send Williams in motion right. A first down throw for Prescott. That's complete right around the 8. And I think we've got a hold here. It's a 5-yard pickup for the moment. Let's see what our referee says. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
Now Prescott. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They make a good bit of that yardage back as they're set up in much better shape now for 2nd and goal. They come out here in the eye. Now they send a man in motion right. The give is to Elliott. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Now it's Nugent out to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. And this one is incomplete. The intended target, Doug Baldwin. And it's 2nd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down. Wilson going to give to Rawls. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now. 3rd and long. It's Wilson. And this is going to be incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. So as they take it over, we step aside. So on 4th down, as seen on TV, here's their resident strongman, John Ryan, on to punt. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2 as they take over following the punt with a 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. Flushed out right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. K.J. Wright able to run him down for a loss of a yard. Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. That's their second, so they'll have one remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. And now the offense will look to respond after the sack. Prescott now on second down. And his throw is incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
So the D-line's going to spread out. On third down, it's Prescott. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Steps away to his left. The swing pass caught. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Tyler Lockett, 27 yards. And the Seahawks have made this a one-score game. Blair Walsh on to attempt the extra point. And that'll make it 13-7. Here's Walsh now to kick this one off. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Going deep here for Bryant. He's got a man. Complete. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. They'll bring a tight end in motion left. A give to Elliott. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Williams, the man in motion left. Again, it's Elliott. blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats, but really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive, not much sense. Two minutes remain here in the first half. Back to CenturyLink Field after this. And they'll send Williams in motion right. To throw is Prescott. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. K.J. Wright in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. So on fourth down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. Back deep for the Seahawks, the all-pro returner from 2015, Tyler Lockett. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back. Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now? And not great starting field position here for the offense. Now a play fake here on first down. Going for the deep ball. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done. Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to. On third down, Wilson. And that will be incomplete as well. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion. Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on fourth. They'll indeed go for it with Wilson. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. Here's Elliott. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And the back goes into motion. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
They'll try again with Elliott. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
The Cowboys on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Prescott on 3rd and goal. Eluding the pressure, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Jason Witten from 3 yards out, and the Cowboys will add on to their lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Now it's Nugent out to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Uses the spin. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Wilson trying to urge his guys to go faster and get set at the line. Now Wilson on 2nd down. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there at 22.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. And the offense behind the chains here, a touch on 2nd and 11. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. On 2nd down, here's Wilson. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Final play of the half. And that is incomplete. We have hit half. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. Sorry, Larry. Your hard work appreciated by so many men and women, but not today as we get back to the action in the second half. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. They have the ball here for drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
Single receiver. Hey, you're running out over there. Single receiver. Undercut.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Buying time to his left. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Thomas Rawls there. And now it's second down. And Charles, a league-wide story that kind of got lost in the shuffle last week as we get a second here after that incompletion was that Tom Brady and the Patriots, they played at Denver 2 weeks ago, and then they actually stayed in Colorado Springs for the week to train for the altitude in Mexico City.
Yeah, it's really smart, isn't it? Because they couldn't really do it ahead of time with the Denver game. But afterwards, rather than going back home and having to acclimate and reacclimate, they just said, okay, we're going to stay at altitude and we'll be ready to go for Mexico City. If they trained there at the Air Force Academy near Colorado Springs, I think that worked out quite well.
Yeah, they won 33-8, and a lot of people think Mexico City, they think warm weather. They don't think altitude, but that's what it is down there.
Watch that in. Tight end right.
On first down, Wilson dancing to his left. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Jalen Smith in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. Wilson now looking to throw on second down. He finds his running back, Rawls. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that is going to set up third and goal. And that'll
Wanted to. He was right. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
just not enough for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And able to convert it as his kick is good. And that cuts into the deficit. It's now 20-10. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point. So no problems converting there.
And they decide fairly early here they need the ball back, so here's an onside kick. The Seahawks got it. They did. It's Seattle football. Well, I guess they felt like they needed something to get them going. Maybe you wait for this type of a play, but they try the onside kick, and it works.
I'm starting to wonder if the analytics coach is starting to get involved in the football nowadays. When you see this type of play made, this type of a risk taken, sometimes there's a different influence that's going into the head coach's ear.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They start on the ground with Rawls. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
He's going to launch this thing way downfield. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now, in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call and get that yardage downfield? Anything trying to get going again, but you're right. He definitely took a shot.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So the offense has it 1st and 10. A fake to Rawls. Now it's Wilson. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Tyrone Crawford in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Wilson to throw on 2nd down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Jimmy Graham, 55 yards. And the Seahawks able to make this a close game again. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call. But he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
Still just a 2-score game in the 3rd quarter, but they're going to go onside kick here anyway. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Here's Walsh now to kick this one off. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. Bryant with a catch right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards. The slot man in motion right. Elliott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys capitalize on the fumble and turn it into 6. Nugent on now for the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now it's Nugent out to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be out of of bounds, just shy of the 30, right about the 29. And Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now Wilson on first down. They set up the screen to Rawls. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. Here's Wilson on first and 10. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll get it down here to the 43. A good first down call as the screen play gets him 9.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Looking to throw on second down. Wilson. Baldwin with it over the middle. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Doug Baldwin, 43 yards. And the Seahawks have made this a one-score game. Walsh now for the PAT. And the lead is down to a field goal now. Here's Walsh now to kick this one off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he goes in motion here in the backfield. Prescott on first down. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down. Well, hey, let's shift gears for a second. Did you see Dre Kirkpatrick's 100-yard interception return not for a touchdown last week?
It doesn't make sense, does it? I mean, it's a 100-yard field. How does he get 100 yards and not score? What happened?
Picked it off in the end zone, couldn't take it all the way back to the other end zone. By the way, that 100-yard interception without it being a touchdown, longest in NFL history to not score.
But they did eventually score.
They did.
Didn't he fumble somewhere along the way?
Yeah.
Picked up his own fumble, gets to about the 1. They end up scoring. It happened in Denver. So I'm just going to tell you.
Oh, I know where you're going.
The altitude.
Altitude got
him.
Oh, poor Dre Kirkpatrick. Great return, though. The Cowboys on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Prescott from the gun. Got a man. It's complete. Williams. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back at the 33. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. First down, Prescott. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Another 13 yards there twice in a row, and they're on the move. Another first down as well. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Prescott yet again. And this one complete to Witten over the middle. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. On the counter, Elliott. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Time running out here on the play clock. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Rolling to his right. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Mike Bennett in there to drop him for a loss on the play. Boy, you talk about not playing it safe. Why were they going for it there, Charles?
It's got to be a full evaluation of their team. Do they trust their defense in this situation? Maybe they think they've given all they can in this game and they don't have anything left. Do they not trust that the other team's quarterback is just so hot that no matter where they get the ball, they go downfield? Remember when Bill Belichick went for it in that game, right, against Indianapolis on the road, and everybody said, why'd you go for it there? I think he just thought to himself, on the other side, if they get the ball, they're going downfield anyway. He was trying to end the game right there with his own offense.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. They stay on the ground. Rolls again. There he goes inside the 30. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Every player I know tends to play the game in his mind before it actually happens. There's no way he thought.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. 30. Past the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Forced out to his left. And some room to maneuver. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So that one will be accepted. So a first down and 5 for the offense. To throw is Wilson. It's caught on the left side by Baldwin. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Doug Baldwin with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks able to make this a close game again. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And the lead is down to a field goal now. So just under 2 minutes to play, and this would figure to pretty much be your ball game right here. And the Cowboys are able to recover. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
A give to Elliott running left. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
Slot man moves right. 10th carry now for Elliott. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Now Prescott. He's got a man. It's Williams. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. And that one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll run with Elliott. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. The Cowboys on their way to victory as they take a knee. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And they will take a knee here. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not in a premium.
everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. We've got two running backs who are hoping for plenty of running lanes on that field today. It's Bell Steelers going up against Ezekiel Elliott's Cowboys.
Larry, we find ourselves right in the center of the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex in Arlington and AT&T Stadium. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with Ben Roethlisberger and the Pittsburgh Steelers. There's Mike Nugent now to put this one in the air. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
Defense in a good spot. Let's see how the offense responds with a 2nd and 13 now. A fake to Bell. Now it's Roethlisberger. They'll roll him out right. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13. Play action. It's Roethlisberger. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Taco Charlton. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And look at this. They're keeping the punter on the sideline. They're going to go for it here on the opening drive. They'll indeed go for it with Roethlisberger. And he's going to go down again. Sean Lee coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8.
Say hello to my little friend.
And a great spot to start this drive from here. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
Williams, the man in motion left. They go to Elliott again. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. Prescott escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And this is going to be incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. So on 4th down, Jason Garrett sends in his field goal unit.
Say hello to my little friend.
And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. And the first 3 points of the night belong to our home team as they get the field goal on the game's initial drive.
A good, solid drive. It didn't wind up in the end zone, but that's okay. You've got something positive. You got the early lead.
Back out.
Hey, baby! We're going to be here all day! We're going to be here all day, baby! I like this kind of party! I like this kind of party, baby! All right! Bring it, baby!
Over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up.
Fuck you.
Exactly
Yeah, that's my message to you. Fuck you and kiss my ass.
in his mind going into the game that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
They'll go again with Bell. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
Now Ben on 3rd and long. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Anthony Hitchens with a big-time sack on 3rd down. And it'll be a loss of 7. Here we go on 4th down with Roethlisberger. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2.
Fuck you. Yeah, that's my message to you. Fuck you and kiss my ass.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome.
Say hello to my little friend.
Get that son of a bitch out of here. He ain't fit to wear the uniform.
You know I'm back. Hey, baby!
Fuck you. Yeah, that's my message.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome.
Fuck you. Yeah.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome. Welcome to this tutorial. My name is Alex Cordobar. Welcome to this tutorial. My name is Alex